This is a portal. I call them portal of opportunities. In your life, you will always realize portals of opportunity show up in your life very frequently. How do you distinguish that a portal is opening? Anybody watched Doctor Strange before? Almost like that. How do you recognize the portal is opening? Let me tell you how you recognize. It's very simple. Right? The only way that the universe can communicate with humans is through what? Does anybody know? Numbers. The most common way. What's the most common way? Thank you. Vibration, which is energy. Energy. That is the way. You think the universe is going to send God down? Hey, I'm God. What did you want again? Do you think that's going to happen? It doesn't happen that way. So it doesn't show up that way. Right? How else will they show up your opportunity? I want to manifest the guy of my dreams, right? Say that's your manifestation. Then, I'm here. Is that what happens? It doesn't happen that way. How it presents it is through energy. Now you're thinking, but if it's through energy, then how do I recognize it? When energy is moving, that's energy in motion. So how do you recognize it, guys? Please. You recognize it as emotion. You feel this pull towards something, you can't explain what it is. You feel this desire, you feel this wanting to do something, but you can't figure out what it is. Sometimes, how many of you have ever had a moment before where you feel this big pull towards something? It's totally against logic. Like it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but you just really want to do it and you do it anyway. How many of you have done that before? Raise your hand nice and high. If you followed that intuition, that gut feeling, and you just went through it, right? Right? And how many of you, as a result of going through it, you're very happy of the outcome? Raise your hand nice and high. Right? You're very happy. You're so glad you did it. You spoke to that person that you didn't know, that stranger. Right? You met up with that person you didn't want to meet up with, but for some reason that moment it just dragged you towards it. It led to the rest of the sequence that gave you your manifestation. So portals of our opportunities, they open up. When they open up, the energy is extremely strong. The more you feel the pull, the more you know. I'm going to explain this. The more you feel the pull, the more you know how fast it's going to take you to your result. Whether it's going to be 10 times faster, whether it's going to be 100 times faster, whether it's going to be 1,000 times faster. The more the energy, the more faster you know. If you take that, what does this stand for? What does this stand for? Leap of faith. If you take that leap of faith when energy is pulling and it's strong and you don't know why, you can't justify why, but it's pulling, you feel it, you just don't know why, it's non-logical. When you have the courage to take the leap of faith in that moment, guess what? If it's powerful, 1,000 times faster. What did I do? I manifested a charity, a fully set up charity. Within a few months, something that some of you guys may be thinking, one day it would be nice to set up a charity. In that moment, I didn't know what it was. It was non-logical. I didn't know paperwork. I didn't think about my responsibilities. I didn't think about all the things I had to do. I didn't think about these things. I set up the charity. As a result of it, what happened? When I first arrived, we had 35 kids. Around 12 months later, we were home with our orphanage, provided education, food, school, for around 340 plus kids. These were all kids who were once living in the forest. No home, no parents. A lot of these kids didn't even speak a language. They just made noises. They didn't even speak Swahili. It was like that. You know, in our second year, my proudest moment, our second year, because we were there changing the education system for our kids. In our second year, our school became number 3 in the county, in the district, on all the mock exams. Number 3. That is compared to the government-funded schools, all the local NGOs. We became number 3. Our kids shone. Now, I believe we still have 2 kids who are right now in the, what do you call it? The Olympic training center for the next Olympics. There's 2 of our kids from our school there. Runners, marathon runners. You know, a lot of marathon runners come from Kenya. They're there training right now. Right? Our thought is, wow, could you imagine these kids had no life before? Imagine if next Olympic, we see our 2 kids get gold medal as Olympic. How amazing would that be? So beautiful. So beautiful to see. But I'm sharing that with you not to impress you. I'm sharing that with you because I want you to understand I accidentally stumbled across all of this. I was just leaping. I was just taking risk. I was just going for this thing. I don't know. I felt it. I couldn't explain it back then because I didn't know the secret back then. I stumbled across everything that I've been doing so far. A lot of the time, we miss these opportunities. Do you know why we miss these opportunities? Because our mind takes us out of the game. When we start thinking, we don't think with our logic, we think with somebody else's logic.